Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Yesterday, Kitui East Member of Parliament and UDA MP was arrested and later released over the assault of a Kenya Power employee. And this release caused a lot of anger amongst Kenyans and specifically among Kenya Power employees who took to the streets to demonstrate his release. In this video, I want us to dig deep into that story for Kenyans to understand in clear terms what's going on behind the scenes. And for those who might have missed the clip where he was assaulting the Kenya Power employee, have a look at this briefly.
You have to go home, guys. You are going home, I'm telling you. Take it from me. Swaji, hata chairman wa enia anakuja hapa sahi. Chairman wa committee energy. He's coming here. We can't allow this to happen. This is not the Kenya we are looking for. Rudini maujinga yenu ya ODM. Tuliletea hapa. You can't do this. Wewe umeanganisha? Wapi Joel? Niko hapa. Nenda test jibani kama iko moto. Chalo, imo test kana wewe mwaki. Na ile iko pale, apia hilo irudisha hapa kwa jibani kwangu. That is my property. Ana, can you call? Call, my friend. Call. Make a call. I'm not here to talk with you guys. Piga simu lori kuje. Piga simu. Call, piga simu. Umetumwa na nani na kutao? Uniletea ule ODM yenu hapa. Piga simu lori lete fikiki yangu. Piga simu, stupid. Piga chukua. Piga driver simu alete. Nitamungua makende my friend. Piga yako. Ambia driver lete fikiki yangu hapa. I'm not here to play around with you. Kuraka sana. Hai, president yaseme alafu mkuje mubadilishe. Nyinyi ndio nani? Mimi ni mjinga niweke vikingi 10 na mpaka nyumbani. Niko na akili mbaya. Ni bila kuna transformer sahi in the country. In 2 weeks time transformer inakuja na wawekea watu na wanaweka mpaka chini huko kila mtu apate stima hapa kesho.
Yes. That's the clip that went viral and led to the arrest of the Member of Parliament. It's unfortunate that he was later released. I want us to dig deep into that story for Kenyans to understand the games being played behind the scenes. Let me start by saying this. For those who might have watched the full clip, the Member of Parliament, besides the fact that he was referring to the Kenya Power employees who had gone to disconnect an illegal connection in his home, he kept referring to them as ODM, ujinga ya ODM. And then he kept on invoking William Ruto's name, that Ruto said that if Kenya Power find somebody who has connected electricity, then they just put the meter. I want us to dig deep into that to put it into perspective. What's going on behind the scenes? The mere fact that the Member of Parliament was referring to Kenya Power employees as ODM, ujinga ya ODM, just confirms the thinking in UDA. These are people who don't want to face issues as they are. They want to politicize everything. Anytime they are found in a problem, they always use ODM or Azimio or Raila Odinga as an excuse, a scapegoat from their blunders. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. So the Member of Parliament, because he knew he had some illegal connections in his home, he wanted to politicize the whole thing to appear as if it's an ODM Kenya Kwanza thing. And that's always what Ruto and his team does. Anytime they fail to perform, or anytime they fail to fulfill a pledge or a promise they made to Kenyans, they always rope in the name of Raila Odinga, ODM and Azimio. And it appears that's the strategy most of Ruto's foot soldiers are using, including the rogue member of parliament. That's something coming out very, very clearly. And then secondly, he kept invoking William Ruto's name, that the president said this, you're doing the opposite. I don't think a Senate president can tell Kenyans to connect their own electricity, after which Kenya Power just comes to put the meter reader. I don't think a Senate president can say that. And if at all Ruto did say that, then something is clearly wrong with Ruto as an individual. Power connection is the work to be done by Kenya Power. Citizens cannot take that responsibility to start connecting their own power. To start connecting their own power. I don't think that will be economical on the part of Kenyans, and also to a larger extension, majority of Kenyans. Is the responsibility of Kenya Power to do that. If it was to be left to Kenyans, then that confirms that Kenya Power is not up to the task. And therefore, why is the government not making sure that Kenya Power is up to the task? That boils down to leadership and integrity. I'm seeing a very high possibility where the government has left a lacuna, a loophole of corruption in Kenya Power, where the employees and even the management, top management of Kenya Power, they are not doing their job properly. They are not doing what they are supposed to do. And the mere fact that the member of parliament, who is also charged with the responsibility of vetting some of these top officials of Kenya Power, can actually admit that the president did say that Kenyans can connect, and then Kenya Power just comes and puts the meter. That also confirms that even the member of parliament does not know his role as an MP. So that's an indictment on the member of parliament, on the leadership of Kenya Power, and on the leadership of William Ruto as the president, who gave that order, if at all he gave that order. As I conclude, listening to the member of parliament and his release confirms that there is a lot of impunity in Kenya. Leaders who are close to William Ruto are low unto themselves. I'm very sure that the member of parliament, because of his close proximity to William Ruto, he had the guts of assaulting a Kenya Power employee simply because of his close proximity to William Ruto. And as the old adage has it, birds of the same feathers flocks together. Ruto, the behavior of the member of parliament just confirms Ruto's own behavior. There seems to be birds of the same feathers. There is a lot of impunity. Ruto is not fit holding a public office. His leaders supporting him are also not fit holding a public office. And that's why it's important for Kitui East residents, people of Kitui East, to find a better leader than the rogue one, because clearly that's an embarrassment to the people of Kitui who elected that member of parliament. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. In case you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Any other person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give this video a like. The whole arrest and the release of the member of parliament confirms one thing: impunity is rife in this government. The government, or rather Kenya, is now for the fittest. If you don't have power, you can just be assaulted and nothing will be done. The arrest and the release of the member of parliament confirms that. And above all, the member of parliament is not fit holding a public office. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.